지금 미션 임파서블 시리즈와 함께한 지 30년이 됐고 그 사이에 배우들 이제 30대에서 60대가 됐는데 배우로서 나이가 든다는 것이 준 어떤 새로운 매력이나 장점이 있다면 뭐라고 꼽으실 수 있는지 궁금합니다.
My question goes to you, Tom. You've been with the Mission Impossible series for over 30 years, and you were a man in your 30s, and now you're in your 60s. And I want to ask you, as an actor, what does aging and having more years to your name, what kind of new charms, learning, or a new insight does that bring to you as a performer?
Wait, you're in your 60s? What?
It's a rumor.
He ages backwards. What are you talking about? What is an age anyway?
I know Mission Impossible was the very first film that I ever produced, and as I said, I just try to constantly take whatever I learned and put it in the next one. And so, and still there's just, every single day I'm learning. Every single day, I'm learning something and setting new goals, and it just gets even more exciting. And that's what I have to say. It's just, you look at the things that we're doing now is even more challenging and more extreme. We're pushing even harder. So it's those kinds of things when I look at all the skills that I have attained, and I'm constantly trying to improve those skills and just apply it to storytelling. And it's really, an exceptional privilege to be able to do this.
So I think it just makes everything get better and better.
네, 어제 영화를 보면서 사실 톰 크루즈가 살아서 한국에 오고 이렇게 만난다는 걸 알고 있으면서도 혹시 이상 호트가 잘못되는 건 아닌가 긴장을 하면서 봤는데요. 이번 영화에서 진짜 산전, 수전, 공중전 다 있었는데 촬영하면서 솔직히 이러다 정말 잘못될 수 있겠다 아찔했던 순간이 있었는지 그 정도는 아니더라도 가장 고생을 많이 한 장면은 어떤 것이었는지 궁금하고요. 두 번째로는 아까 계속해서 목표를 세우고 그걸 달성해 나가는 걸 중요하게 여긴다고 하셨는데 사실 팬들의 용어는 이런 위험한 도전들을 하면서 아무 사고 없이 오래 사는 거라고 이제 농담 같은 진담을 얘기하는데요. 지금 시점에서 톰 크루즈의 목표는 무엇인지 자신의 인생에서도 좋고 아니면 커리어 면에서도 좋고 좀 목표를 말씀해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
My question is for you, Tom. So I really enjoyed watching the film yesterday, and while I was watching it, even though I knew that Tom was going to be here in Korea, that you made it out of everything alive and well, I couldn't help but get extremely tense, worrying about what's going to happen to Ethan Hunt. You have done, you fight in all different elements. In the air and water everywhere. Were there particular moments or a particular sequence where even you thought to yourself, I might not make it this time? Or if it isn't to that degree, you were really, really scared. Second part of my question is you talked about setting a goal and you like to list the things that you want to get to it and achieve that. And the fans, all they want for you is just to see you without any accidents, live a long and happy life. What are your personal goals now, whether it's in your personal life or in your career?
First of all, I enjoy the challenges and the pressure of doing what I do. I do it in my personal life, and then I apply it also to storytelling. And listen, there are many times when we're trying to figure the story out. We're trying to figure the sequences out. It's not like it's on a paper and then we can go out and do it. It is exploring the unknown, and creating something is, it is that, where are we going from here? So those moments, I enjoy the pressures of that. I enjoy those moments of sometimes we don't have the answers. You wake up in the morning and I don't know what's going to happen that day. When we get into the aerial sequence, every day in Africa we get up and it took a lot of ability to confront it. The sequence was more difficult than I thought it would be. Both of these sequences in the film, I knew it was going to be a challenge. And so when you have these things, and the thing is that we're responsible for it. I am responsible for it. I wanted to do this. I also created it, and with him, he created it. So there are moments where it's like, we're here because we wanted to be here. And yes, there are moments that we knew we were doing very, very extreme things, and it was uncomfortable, and sometimes, you know, it was very uncomfortable. But it was always exhilarating, exciting, and I like that feeling. The other thing is I have many, many goals personally, many. There's always another thing to learn, a new mountain to climb, another skill to improve or achieve, another story to tell. There's always another story. And I remember when I was very young and I had tremendous success, and some person said to me, I remember, like, where do you go from here? You know, I did.
Yeah, this was after Born on the 4th
Yeah,
of
born on
July.
the 4th of July, I done, like, you know, born on the 4th of July guy, like, very, you know, guy who's very well known, head of some studio, and he was like, why don't you just retire now? What are you going to do? I was like, I'm just warming up, you know, and that's what I think what it is that that's how I feel. I'm just warming up. And that's how I feel about life, personally, professionally, that I'm just going to take everything I learned and put it in the next, and put it in the next, and put it in the next. And, so personally, I have so many goals. There's so much that I want to create, and we have so many, many movies in front of us. So it never ends. I basically work 7 days a week, and it's my dream. It's my passion.
That's wonderful to hear. All right, I think that is now a wrap. So thank you all very much for joining us today. And
I need you to trust me one last time.